let's talk about it. Before y'all cancel me, this was a Christmas gift. Didn't spend any of my own money. And the person who did got it for a very cheap price, so who's really winning? Me. Anyways, so with the hair, I did get a treatment included. This was my first time ever getting a treatment included. Like, I go to this blow dry bar often. Like, if you guys follow me for a while, not even for a while, you probably know that I be going there. And I'm not gonna name names because I don't think I have to. But I will say it's not the dry bar. It's the other one. So I've been going there for almost 2 years. I have 2 favorite blowout places that I go to, which is Azan's and Blow Dry Bar. Anyway, and so one of the places I prefer is Azan's. They're always like $70, and the only gripe with them is they're not open Mondays and Tuesdays. So when I have a shoot that I have to have my hair done for that doesn't work with those days, I would go to the other place that we, And even from the first time I went there, I was like, is this gonna be natural hair friendly? This is kind of like a test. And when I finally got there, the guy looked at my hair, he's like, get in the chair. Like, he went so fast. I was in and out in under an hour, right? And so I paid less than $70 for that one. And I actually went to check back on my receipts. That one was charged normal. No extended time or anything. Okay, keep that in mind. And my hair looked good. Okay, my hair always looks good from this place. Okay. So basically going through my receipts, I have never been charged more than $70. If anything, I'm charged for extended times at other, like, I've literally been to not one of the same location. Like, I've been to the Path, I've been to blah, 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 right? Like, there's a bunch of different locations, and I've never been to the same one, because I'm like, let me shop around a bit. And aside from the first one, I've always just been charged, blow up with extra time. Cool. We love it. So this specific chain, I decided to go to the Danforth location because at the time I was trying to find somewhere close to my house and like I could just get home quick. And yeah, so I went to like the Midtown location, and my appointment was like, I think at 6, and 6:10. How much is happening? I see the person who's supposed to be working on me, and he's still finishing up somebody else. I'm like, cool, but okay. And mind you, this is the first time I've ever booked a blowout with a deep conditioning treatment because I want it to look really nice and shiny, okay? I've never done it, so I'm like, okay. So that treatment, including the blowout, was gonna cost $70. That was what I was quoted on the website, okay? And on the website, they say $15 for extra time, and they don't even specify what that even covers, like 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Could cover seconds for all I know. So finally, around like 6:10, 6:15, my guy's ready for me. He's super nice. We're getting along great, and he's about to wash my hair, and he's like, I had to remind him that we were doing the deep conditioning treatment. He's like, oh, I didn't even know we were doing that. I wish they told me that. I'm like, what? So then from there, he was already having to like use different products than he had originally intended. So he left in the deep conditioner for like 10 minutes, okay? Wash my hair and blah, 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 we're talking. Shampoo smells good, everything's good. Everything's flowing. I even brought some of my Dream Coat Color Wow, because the last time I went to that place, they said that I could, like, I had it in my pocket. I was like, I don't know if you guys have this. Like, yeah, we have this, but since you brought your own, like, we can use it on you. So I've just been doing that lately because I don't use it on my own. I don't do my own hair, so it's like at least with heat, I don't. And so he's doing my hair. He's like, brushing it out, doing the whole, y'all know how a blowout goes. He's like spraying me, and then what he did differently than other blowouts is like he had these brushes wrapped around like literally every thing in my hair. Mind you, I didn't ask for a style. I just asked for a bouncy blowout. Okay? So he was doing all this, and he's like hyping up his skills to me, like how he used to work at a Jamaican salon, and he got more clients than the Jamaican lady. I'm like, okay, you're talking a big game for someone who's gonna charge me $200, but we don't know that yet, so we're happy, we're good. And then so he said that people that he was working with like moved his brush or something, so it was like, okay, so he had to look for it. So that took time because she kept getting the wrong brush, and he's like, you know, I'll be right back. I'm like, okay. And then so he starts like the straightening process. Everything's looking so good. I'm like, oh my god, I love this bouncy blowout. Mind you, this is right after I got it done. Okay, slay. Also forgot to mention, I think it was closing at like 7, but my appointment was at 6. I mean, you didn't want me there after 7. Y'all shouldn't have appointments at 6, okay? And so everybody's pretty much done except for him. So he's like, it's okay, I'll close up, no worries, blah, blah, blah. Just doing my hair, we're kikiing. His partner's also named Omar, so... And he was kind of talking shit about the other locations, but my lips are sealed-ish. And then so when we're almost done, it's about 8 o'clock. And he's like, okay, come to the counter. I'm like, okay, thank you so much. And then what I see is it's like $150. And I'm like, because I've been to multiple locations, like I said, and I've never been charged this amount. So I'm like, sir, if you're the best, why am I paying the most? I mean, I get that, but you're working at the same chain, like it's, or franchise, it's supposed to be the same price, you know? If I had called you up and asked you to do my hair and my roof, sure, you charge me whatever you want, right? So anyways, I was just like, is this, what is this included? He's like, oh, you know, the treatment because we went over time. And I was like, okay. I was like, you know, I hate confrontation, but I'm like, something doesn't seem right. And he was great, and I thought, you know, I didn't really get a lot of time to think about it. Well, yeah, because they were closed, and there's nobody else I could argue with or talk to. So I was like, oh, okay. I've never been charged more than $70 for this blow-up before. But we did do a deep conditioning treatment too, so I was like, can you give me an itemized receipt? He said, no, we don't do that. And I was like, sounds a little scammy to me, but... So, after that, I left. I gave him like a $26 tip, which is why it came up to $186, which is why I said it's almost $200. Because that was on the lower end of the tipping, too. And I went outside and I was just like, something is just not right about this, you know? And mind you, the client was like, that I had to get my hair done for was like, we're gonna pay for it. But they were expecting to pay $70 to $80, so I didn't want it to put me in an uncomfortable position with my client. They're just lucky that my client has deep pockets, okay? So I finally went back and I was like, hey, I really don't think this is right. I looked at the website, it says $15 for extra time, and I got an emailed receipt that said he charged me for 2 treatments. He charged me for a blowout with a deep conditioner and a regular blowout. And I'm like, that's not correct. Just because it took you 2 hours to do the one service doesn't mean I should be charged for 2. Am I right or am I wrong? And I told my mom, and she was like, girl, go back in there and you better fight. I was like, there's nobody to fight with. Like, he's the only person. He's telling me no. All I can do is either hope the client covers it and or call or email. So I've done that and haven't heard back. I've heard back from like a customer service representative, but not from the actual franchise. So count your freaking days. No, I'm just kidding. I just want my $70 back. I mean, the client may or may not have agreed to pay the full amount, but I feel like right is right. And I can't unsend my email, so I'm waiting to hear from you. Okay? So let me know if I got scammed or if I'm making a big deal, overreacting. But my mom said like he was just trying to take advantage because it was the holidays, and I don't know, he seems super nice, and I hate confrontation, so it's like, so yeah, let me know what you guys think, and free. Also, I forgot to mention, he was like, this is technically my fault that we were late, but your hair's gonna look good for days. This was that night.